I don't know if doing a video of this is going to work at all, but I'm going to try, and it's probably going to suck. But anyway, I have started backing graphic novels. And I didn't really know what to expect, but I was curious, and this is the first one that I've gotten, which is $4.99. And it's a collaboration between Narwhal, who did the art, and your boy Zach, who wrote. Actually, I don't know who did what. Your boy Zach wrote it. It was his idea. Narwhal did the art. Now, your boy Zach is getting a lot of flack for using what he describes, and I guess it's a technical term, of bisexual lighting or bisexual coloring. And I think it works, and I'm going to explain what that is. So this is bisexual coloring. It's all these bright, solid pastel colors. And I can see why people are complaining. It did make a couple of things hard, like when these guys are having this fight, or they have a fight earlier, when they have their first fight. I lost track of who was swinging at who. And that was kind of hard, but it works because it's hard to explain. It's oppressive and dehumanizing, and it fits the world that these people are in. It's not a happy world. They're at war, and the high school kids are brought up very, very unforgivingly. And okay, $4.99 is the name of the story. And what that comes from is that because this world is so dehumanizing and unforgiving, they're all required to do 500 push-ups every day. And $4.99 is just this tiny, tiny, small rebellion that just, you can't rebel, and just doing one fewer symbolic push-up is an act of defiance. And other than that, what it's about is kind of left up to you. I think it's about people being broken. It's about PTSD. It's about nobody understanding anybody else. And it's tragic. And I read it again, a second time, to go through, and cried at the end, because it's awful. And I hate crying at the end. But what I think is best about it all is that at no point are you ever told what you're supposed to think about any of it, what your opinion is supposed to be about any of it, how you're supposed to feel about the rebellion, how you're supposed to feel about obedience, how you're supposed to feel about the world that these people are living in. It doesn't tell you how you're supposed to feel about the young man's father, who's a war hero, or the principal. She's the principal. She's a war hero. Their coach. And it doesn't say what you're supposed to think about it. not what's right, not what's wrong, not not at any point and it leaves so many questions, because for one thing, everybody acts like this $4.99 is outrageous, completely outrageous, and yet there's a $4.99 club, a secret club that the kids belong to, that the parents knew about because the parents belonged to it when they were kids. And so you wonder why is it allowed to exist? You know, so is it a way of allowing people to, you know, have their small, tiny little bit of rebellion, you know, in order to keep the tension from breaking over and a powder keg from exploding at home? But it really doesn't change anything in the end. And I have to rate this one artsy fartsy because I think this is literature. I know your boy Zach just posted a thing about how amazing it was and how much he loved it and how he thinks that people are going to be reading this book for years and years and years and years. So I imagine he'll have it republish it at some point. And I think he might be right. And I understand people who don't like it. I understand people disliking the coloring. But I think he might be right. Anyway, if you get a chance to read it or purchase it, or if you're visiting and you want to borrow mine, it's worth reading.